So here is my copy of the Beretta 81. This is also known as the Cheetah model, although the Cheetah is a name that spans several different model numbers and calibers. The Model 81 specifically is 32 ACP, or 7.65 millimeter. I don't personally know a great deal about this handgun other than it is very well thought of. This is around 1976, I believe, was the year that these first began manufacture, and they've been manufactured almost consistently since then, so there are probably a lot of them out there. This is presumably a law enforcement turn-in or recycle, or they'll use the word surplus, but I think surplus doesn't really fit because surplus implies that it's brand new and it was just extra. So it is nonetheless a vintage Beretta Model 81 Cheetah, chambered in 32 ACP. So the opportunity to get this pistol popped up on Midway USA, which is where I bought it, and I tried at first to get one in excellent condition because there was some sign that they may have had some in that condition, but I wasn't able to get an excellent, and I was able to get this one, which is categorized as very good. There's a little bit of use wear, holster wear, and things like that, and then there are a few knockaround marks, some chips in the finish, and some gouges in the grips, and things like that. But overall, it's in really nice condition, and mechanically, it seems to be very, very good condition. It came with one magazine. Magazine is in very good condition as well, and doesn't seem to have any kind of an issue. At the range with the Beretta 81, also called the Cheetah. Let's see how this little 32 ACP shoots. This will be my very first shots. Figure out where to put my thumb here. All right. Shoots nice. Trigger feels great. There's no recoil whatsoever, of course. It's 32 ACP, so that's awesome. Nice quality magazine. It was easy to load, and it's in very, very good condition. The gun is in literally very good condition. That was the condition classification when I purchased it. Having one 12-round magazine is a bit of a downside, and I may try to pick up some more in the future, although I do have it on pretty good word that they are hard to find. So I picked this gun up on Midway USA, kind of an impulse because they sent out a mailer that they had them available, but I knew the good ones were going to go fast, so I tried to get one in excellent condition, but there were none left available, even if there were some to begin with. So I had to settle for a very good condition, and this one is in very good condition. There's obviously some signs of wear, but functionally it seems to be pretty flawless. Let's start, well, this is a double action, single action gun, but there is no decocker, there's no hammer drop. So if you do want to start out double action on this gun, you're going to have to drop the hammer the old-fashioned, careful way, pinching it, holding it tightly, pulling back the trigger, and letting the hammer gently forward to its rested position. Always make sure always that you have the gun pointed and you have a good firm hold on the gun, have it pointed directly at your berm in a safe direction before you do that. All right, so let me start out double action just to see how that feels on this gun. Not bad at all, very smooth. It's a long pull, but it didn't feel heavy and it felt very, very smooth. Very fun little gun to shoot. Nice, very nice. I could spend the day with this. This is a fun little gun. This would also be a great gun for newbies, you know, for beginners, especially if you want to introduce somebody to the Beretta design and the Beretta platform. It's a great one to start with. Shooting PPU ammo, and this is 71 grain ball. See if I can make a group. Okay, that's 10 yards, so not super distant, but with these tiny little sights, that's probably about as far as I want to go. That doesn't look like too bad. Okay, same distance and all that. Let's try some Fiocchi 7.65 Browning, which is 32 ACP. This is 73 grain ball. This gun is just so light, so small. Nice ergonomics. It has a much fuller feeling grip than you would expect from a gun its size. That double stack magazine, of course, makes it a little bit rounder. The bare bones sights are okay, but not exactly what I would call quick acquisition. It's very pleasant to shoot. Nice, very nice. This is a lot of fun. If somebody gave me several more magazines and a case of 32, made me shoot this all day, I could think of worse things. I just put about not quite three, full boxes of ammo through this gun. No malfunctions of any kind, very good accuracy, and it was quite fun to shoot. It was a downright joy to shoot, actually. So, just based on that limited amount of experience with it at the range, this was a great pickup, great buy. There are, I think, still some available here and there. You'll see them at various online retailers, and maybe some of the bigger distributors may have some. If you're thinking about getting one, if you can pick one up in good or very good condition, which is probably all you're going to find. I think anything that was in excellent condition has already been hand-picked out of the batch. But this one is an example of a very good. So you've probably seen some of the big channels that have gotten their hand-picked, pristine copies. So I just want you to see what a real one looks like, the one that you're probably going to get if you order one. And this, again, is considered very good quality. And it is nice. It is nice. And it's a heck of a little shooter. So contrary to how it may seem on the channel, because I do cover a lot of new stuff, I do definitely enjoy and appreciate older firearms, but I tend to gravitate more toward guns I can shoot and enjoy at the range. And so if I like an old gun, I want to be able to shoot it. I do have a number of them in my collection that are old that I don't shoot, and probably some that I can't shoot. But I don't enjoy them as much as I enjoy the ones that I can take out to the range and shoot. Well, here is one, folks, that you can get inexpensively and have a heck of a good time shooting relatively inexpensively. So I haven't cleaned it since I shot it. I did break it down and clean it and lubricate it really well before I took it to the range, but I have not cleaned it since I got it back from the range. And it didn't get really dirty, which is good. The gun does have an ambidextrous safety, and you can see that red dot, red for ready. That means it's in the ready to fire position. If we put the safety up, and again it is on both sides, then you have basically a dead trigger. You cannot operate the slide with the safety engaged. It is a straight bar system that blocks the slide from moving. And there aren't too many other safeties on this particular gun. That's kind of it. Magazine release is tiny and actually a little bit hard to get to because it is recessed down into that grip. See there. So when you want to drop the magazine, you have to sort of point the end of your thumb into it, but that's really no big deal. This is not something that I'm going to carry for self-defense, nor is it something I'm going to shoot matches with. This is a fun gun. This is one to take out occasionally and appreciate and enjoy, and the rest of the time it'll probably sit. So there you have it. There is my copy of the Beretta 81 Cheetah. Just wanted to take a few minutes and share it.